Yeah, you'll be fine.
It's challenging when you have these back to back, I'm sure.
Yeah, it can be.
Okay, so to say it again, Gretchen Snethen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So, Gretchen Snethen, what do you love about your life?
I love the people in my life. I love my job. I love the opportunity to use my work to help people. I love where I live. I love my dog. I'm a new mom. My son is 9 months old, or almost 9 months old, and I'm loving sort of figuring out what this new role in my life is. And you know, he's for the most part a little bundle of joy.
Nice.
So I've found that when he laughs, like it gets me so emotional. So I'm discovering that being a mom is a huge source of joy for me right now.
Nice.
My family brings me joy. I have family in Kansas where I grew up. I have my what I consider my work family. They're not related to me, but some of my closest friends are the people that I work with. And so they, you know, opportunities to interact with and work with them brings me a lot of joy. I teach, and I get to work with students who are going to be recreational therapists, so they get to use things that they love to do, like play and recreation, and they get to use those things to help other people improve their health, and so I get a lot of joy in that as well.
Nice. What does community mean to you?
It's interesting that you ask that, because part of my work is focused on supporting people with disabilities or mental health conditions to participate in their community. So this is something that we ask ourselves daily, and really consider the different aspects of community. And I know at sort of a surface level, it's just the place where you live and the opportunity to interact, but really there's communities within that big community. So, you know, my community is my family, it's my job and my work people, it's the church that I go to, it's the park where I take my dog to go on a walk. Like, those are all places of my community, but I think in addition to the places, it's the value that is there in the interaction. So I can see all these places, but if I just drive by them, or if I just sort of pass through, that's not really community to me. Community is the opportunity to be there and interact meaningfully. So I'm a part of the community. I recognize the different people that interact with it, and they recognize me. So we have sort of this interaction and balance within our involvement.
Yeah. And where does creativity come from?
Oh, creativity. I laugh because in my job I have tons of ideas. They just sometimes, when I have to be in a good space mentally and physically, and then the creativity just sort of flows. And I've had a coworker of mine tell me, stop having ideas, Gretchen, because you're having so many ideas, there's no way that we'll be able to implement all of these. But I think creativity can come from community, in that if you have those relationships and interactions with meaningful roles and meaningful people, you're in a place where you can thrive, and you're in a place where those ideas can really come about. I think, you know, your first question, what brings you joy? I think that if you have joy, actually there's a theory on this. There's the broaden and build theory, where these sources of happy emotions give you the opportunity to broaden your horizon and think more creatively. So if people are only in these negative spaces, they narrow their thoughts and they're not terribly creative in what they do. They see this is my step to get out. But if they're in a place of joy, in a place of happiness, in a place of comfort and reception with the people around them, they're more likely to be creative because they have the support around them for those things to come out.
Wow, thank you so much.
Thank you. This has been fun talking. And good luck
Sure.
with your project.
Thank you.